Your car's engine is a furnace, a 200-degree inferno of controlled explosions happening just feet from where you sit. A roaring beast of metal and fire, and yet a system connected directly to that inferno can blast you with 40-degree air. Think about that. How does fire create ice? It feels impossible. A paradox. A magic trick happening right under your nose.
But it's not magic. It's a brilliant deception. An engineering masterpiece so clever, it bends the laws of physics to its will. And it's built on a lie we all believe. Most people think your air conditioner creates cold.
That's the first lie, and it's not even the most incredible one. Stop. What you're about to see is the hidden cycle, the invisible engine that runs inside your car's AC.
In the next few minutes, you will learn the one secret that makes this impossible feat a reality.
And once you understand it, you will never feel that blast of cold air the same way again. To unravel this mystery, we must start with a universal, unbreakable rule. A law of the cosmos. Cold is not a thing.
You can't make it. You can't add it to anything. It doesn't exist. The feeling of cold is simply your body losing heat. That's it. The second law of thermodynamics is crystal clear. Heat is energy, and it always flows from a warmer place to a cooler place. Always. Your hot coffee will never get hotter sitting in a cold room. It's a one-way street.
Your car's AC doesn't break this law, it exploits it. It's not a cold maker, it's a heat mover. A relentless machine designed for one single brutal purpose: to grab the thermal energy, the heat, from inside your car and throw it outside. It's a heist, a heat heist, and every heist needs a secret agent. Our journey begins with the lifeblood of the system, the refrigerant. This isn't just any liquid. It's a specially designed chemical compound.
A master of disguise with a superpower. It can change from a liquid to a gas at very convenient temperatures. This phase change is the entire secret. The whole key. Why? Because when a liquid turns into a gas, when it evaporates, it absorbs a massive amount of heat. Think of sweating. The water on your skin evaporates and you feel cooler, because it's stealing your body heat. When a gas condenses back into a liquid, it does the opposite.
It releases all that stored heat. This entire incredible system is built around forcing this one chemical to change its state, over and over and over again. It all starts at the heart of the machine, the compressor. This is the muscle of the operation.
You can hear it kick in with a click when you turn on the AC, powered by your engine's belt.
It takes in the refrigerant, which arrives as a cool, low-pressure gas. The compressor's job is simple but violent.
Pistons inside it squeeze that gas with incredible force. They pack the molecules so tightly together that the pressure skyrockets. And just like when you pump up a bike tire and the pump gets hot, this process generates intense heat.
This isn't a small bump. The compressor's engineered to make the refrigerant scalding hot, hotter than the hottest desert day. Why? This single step is what makes everything else possible. It gives the heat a reason to leave. Now, a super hot high-pressure gas, the refrigerant is violently pushed into the next stage, the condenser.
You've seen this part 1,000 times without knowing it. It looks like a small radiator and it sits right at the front of your car, behind the grill where rushing air can blast over it. Now, remember our unbreakable law. Heat always moves from hot to cold.
Because the refrigerant is now superheated, it's much hotter than the outside air. So the heat it's carrying desperately wants to escape. And it does. It pours out of the condenser coils and is whisked away by the wind. It's gone.
As it loses this massive heat load, the refrigerant undergoes its first magical transformation. It cools down and condenses, changing from a hot gas back into a warm liquid, still under immense pressure. The first part of the mission is complete.
The heat has been successfully dumped outside the car. But the real magic, the moment that creates the cold, is about to happen.
From the condenser, this high-pressure liquid flows to one of the smallest, simplest, yet most critical parts in the entire system.
The expansion valve. This is the gatekeeper, the choke point. In some systems, it's just a tiny pinhole, a minuscule opening. Imagine the pressure of a fire hose being forced through the eye of a needle. As the liquid refrigerant is jammed through this tiny opening,
its pressure drops instantly and dramatically. This sudden, violent drop in pressure causes an incredible phenomenon called flash evaporation. A portion of the liquid immediately boils and vaporizes, and this rapid change from liquid to vapor requires a huge amount of energy.
Where does it get that energy? It steals it from the refrigerant itself. The result? The temperature of the remaining liquid refrigerant plummets. It instantly turns from a warm liquid into an unbelievably cold, low-pressure mist, colder than ice. This is the moment of creation, not the creation of cold, but the creation of the potential to absorb heat. The system has just created a thermal black hole, a heat magnet. This super-chilled, foggy cloud of refrigerant now flows into its final destination, the evaporator.
This is the component you can't see. It's another radiator-like core, but it's hidden deep inside your dashboard, right behind the glove box. Now, your cabin fan kicks in. It sucks the hot, sticky, humid air from inside your car.
And blows it directly across the evaporator's freezing cold fins.
And here, the law of thermodynamics does our work for us. The heat from your car's air sees the freezing refrigerant.
And desperately rushes towards it. It pours out of the air and into the evaporator coils, like iron filings to a magnet.
This massive rush of thermal energy is exactly what the refrigerant needs to complete its journey. It absorbs all that heat, boils, and transforms completely back into a cool, low-pressure gas. The air, now stripped bare of its heat and moisture,
Is what you feel blowing from the vents. It's that crisp, cold, refreshing blast that saves you on a hot day. That air isn't new. It's the same air that was in your car seconds ago, but it has just been the victim of a grand thermal larceny. Its heat energy has been stolen.
and the cycle is complete. From the evaporator, the refrigerant, now a cool gas again, full of the heat it just stole from your cabin,
Flows right back to the compressor to begin the entire violent, brilliant cycle all over again.
pressurize, heat up, dump the heat outside, expand. Get freezing cold, steal the heat from inside.
Over and over, thousands of times a minute. A continuous, closed loop. A perfect invisible engine running in parallel to your main one. So, the lie your car's AC tells you is that it's a magic box making cold. The truth is infinitely more intelligent.
It's a masterpiece of applied physics. A system that doesn't fight the laws of nature but creates the perfect conditions.
For those laws to give us exactly what we want. It's a heat pump, disguised as a cold machine.
It takes the warmth that suffocates you and simply moves it somewhere else.
It is a brilliant, invisible, and perfectly engineered illusion. Now you see the hidden truth. It's not a conspiracy. It's the elegant, powerful language of engineering that turns an inferno into an oasis. The contrast is staggering. A roaring engine of fire and a silent system of ice, working together. The seen and the unseen in perfect harmony. Now you know the secret. The next time you feel that cold blast, you'll understand the violent, beautiful journey it represents. Subscribe now to uncover more of the engineering secrets hidden in plain sight and join the community that understands how the world really works.